What's going on, YouTube? Kimmy here, back with another video, and today's a little bit different. It's not a trailer reaction, it's not a game reaction, it's not an anime review. It's a manga collection video. See, I'm actually doing what I put in my description, in my bio. I'm actually doing the manga. I know I've been saying I want to do a Kagurabachi review. Your boy been slacking. Every time I read a chapter, a new one come out, and then I don't read that chapter till the Sunday of, and then by that time another chapter come out. So I'm a chapter or two behind. That video will probably out next week or this week, maybe. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it. I got him. So the first one, the newest addition to the Shonen family, Kagurabachi. I picked this joint up last week. It just came out to the US on November 5th. I think the 5th. The disparity between Japanese release and American release has to be fixed, bro. I'm sorry, because the second volume comes out in like February 4th, and I'm like, bruh, I gotta wait. I gotta wait 3 months, bro, for the second volume. Now I'm already past where everything is in the mangas that are being printed, but I want it, man. Look at this cover. Look at the cover. Look at greatness. Looks good. And then I might as well just show all 3 of them since it's the big 3. I got the 20th anniversary of Bleach. Came out a couple years ago. I got it last year. Came out 2020, I think. Yeah, I think it came out 2020. I got the first volume of One Piece. You know, GOAT piece. Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't get like One Piece when I first started collecting, because the funny thing is, during the COVID-19 era, I was watching One Piece. I didn't read it. I heard that the manga was better to for consumption, but I decided, you know what, I really like anime, and I was watching anime while I was working out, so it was just easy. It was an easy way for me to take in the information and enjoy the show. But yeah, One Piece, I don't have anything else but this. The reason why I don't have any more One Piece or anything more than like certain volumes is because I do not have space. If editor Kimby wants to take a picture and show y'all the entire thing, I do not have much space. Like, I have books in front of books. That's how much space do not have left. But yeah, I also got the first volume of Naruto, Musashi Kishimoto. I actually rewatched Naruto Part 1 earlier this year, and I gotta say, peak, because I only watched it once. I watched it when I was like 10 years old, and I was like, you know what, recently I was like, I ain't got nothing else to watch, let me rewatch Naruto. Damn, he cooked. That's all I got. That's it. He cooked. If you haven't watched Naruto, I would suggest watching it. I mean, reading it is cool too. You guys will see later. I do have some other Naruto volumes up there, but yeah, that's it for the one-offs. Oh yeah, this one almost got away. I have Dragon Ball Z, volume 19. It's the end of the Cell Saga, with, you know, Gohan and, you know, versus all that stuff. I don't know why I caught this. I didn't have any Dragon Ball Z at the time. Yeah, I know I'm a fraud, but I just wanted to pick it up and see how it looked. And this man, Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, passed away March early this year. This man truly was the grandfather of shonen, as they say. But yeah, that's it for the single volumes. I'm gonna get to some series, and yeah. Okay, so I have the 3-in-1s. And the reason why I have 3-in-1s because I don't have any space. So we have, it's funny actually, I have 2 of the same ones, right? So I got some of these on my birthday because I was like, you know what, I don't own any Naruto besides the first volume. And my brother had bought me I bought the single volume, but then he had bought me one as well. So it was kind of like I just have two. So I just have two first Shippuden 3-in-1s technically. So it's kind of just here, but yeah, I have goes through volumes 31 to 33, volumes 34 to 36, and then volumes 37 to 39. Basically the beginning of Shippuden. Nothing too special. I think right here goes to where like Sasuke he's fighting Deidara, but other than that, it hasn't really gotten like too crazy. Now I mentioned before I watched Naruto earlier this year. I wanted to get into Shippuden because I've only watched it once, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm get into it, but I'm not watching it because that pacing in the beginning. If y'all don't remember that, those first couple episodes, what is it? Episode 8, that one with Rock Lee and then fighting the doppelgangers. I'm sorry. At that time, I got a life. I can't. Nah, I can't. Okay, so now I have. It's actually pretty relevant to today's climate. Got Dawn to Dawn. I got the first 7 volumes. I only read up to 3. Just because I was busy, I only got up to volume 3, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Hasn't gotten to like that, like, you know, that ooh, this thing lit to me yet, but I've been keeping up with the anime. I'm maybe like an episode or 2 behind. I still have that same feeling. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. It's cool. I know fellas is like, bro, this is the best show of all time. To me, it's just cool. I enjoy it. Has definitely some amazing art. It's pretty funny, and I enjoy some of the characters in it. It hits, but it don't hit like that. It don't hit like no JJK or like no Naruto or something like that to me. It's just cool. But yeah, I got 7 volumes. I got this one like last month. This one, yeah. So I got some of the newer bangers. Now this is the next one. I might roast some feathers, but I got Kaiju number 8. Now, fellas might call this a hot take. Fellas might say I'm bugging. I bought 4 volumes. I bought 4 volumes. Didn't read a single one. Right? So I bought them. I was like, that's cool. I like the art or whatever. I heard it was, from what I've seen, I heard it was popular. Right? I heard it was, oh, people are liking this, sort of like I know fellas hate this, but like Attack on Titan thing. This man transforms into monsters and he's able to fight them with their own powers, blah, 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 blah. I watched the anime, right? I was like, okay, it's cool. It was funny. Like, I gotta say something about the new anime or like new manga series that come out. They do keep like the humor, at least. Like they are pretty funny. And I'm like, this ain't hitting. No, I'm just like, this show is the definition, or this series is the definition of okay. It's not crazy and it's not dog water, but it is just okay. Like, I would say Dawn to Dawn is good. This is like okay. This is like a 6, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't really got much to say before fellas start. How could you say this about my series? So I'm gonna chill out on y'all. I don't want the Kaiju number 8 snipers to. All right, but let's talk about something that's actually good and caught my attention. Like in the first chapters. I got up to volume 12 of Sakamoto Days. Now, you might be like, "Yo, Kimby, where's volumes 1 and 2?" So I gave 1 to my brother. Shout out to him. I gave 1 to him. Hopefully he finished it and he liked it. But also when I bought volume 1, for some reason, as per my luck, the second volume wasn't coming out until a month later, so I just never bought the second volume. Just read it on Viz, because I have a Viz account. But man, this series is so good to me. I think it's well, JJK ended, but I think it's one of the most underrated series out right now. I mean, people talk about it, but the reason why is not as popular is because it doesn't have an anime. This is one of my favorite covers. Nagumo right there. Oh, second Gaku, my goat. But yeah, it doesn't have an anime yet. The anime comes out in January, I believe. So it's gonna take a while for it to get steam and get lit in the anime sphere. But I personally think the manga is really good, to the choreography, to the characters, to the comedy, to the art. Oh my gosh, I gotta find that one. You know, and me and my brothers talk about this all the time, right? You know when a person is introduced and they're serious when the art style changes, right? So I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but I'm just gonna show you a panel, one of my favorite panels. Yeah, it's right here. I found it. This fella done changed up the art style and got it look like a seinen manga. Like it was just, this joint was just too good. Like I'm at chapter 140 something on Viz right now, so man, it just, to me, the thing just keeps getting better, and I know that it could be great. Oh, another perfect, like, I'm telling you, the art of this manga is just, it's just so good, man. Covers and everything is just so good. But anyways, look into it. All right, so I just recently started picking this up. Wait, do I have all of them? Yeah, I think I do. I picked up Slam Dunk about a month ago. Pretty good series. I'm not a sports anime type guy. You know, I don't really do that. I like to do either the medieval knight or anime teenager has special powers that he could destroy total cities and planets with. So I'm never really in like the realistic or like kind of just sports setting. But this joint right here is just so funny. And it's actually a good sports manga to me. I like the art. It's actually by another, well, I'll talk about that later. But like, if anyone's ever read old or seen old manga before, like, you could just like, this thing is just, it's just clean, man. It's just too right. It's perfect. It's just too good. Right now I'm on volume 5. You see a little bookmark. We're on volume 5. They're doing a little game right now. I actually bought one of the jerseys for it too. I think I bought Rukawa's right here. Main characters, Sakuragi. Sorry, I'm not good with Japanese names. Sakuragi, you know, he gets dumped on by a girl. Not dumped on, but he gets rejected by a girl. And then from the girl that he likes next is interested in basketball, so it makes him join the basketball team, or drives him to join the basketball team. So pretty cool. Okay, now I have the Chainsaw Man, not Chainsaw, wow. Oh wait, I don't know why I said Chainsaw Man. I don't own a volume of Chainsaw Man. Jujutsu Kaisen volumes. I picked these up when the anime season 2 was coming out. Started picking up after the anime left off, which is what, like volume 7, or like the middle endish part of volume 7, because then volume 8 is the hidden inventory arc. Yeah, like he cut. He cut. Which do I prefer, the manga version of Shibuya Incident arc or the anime version? Of course, the anime version has the music, the animation, the voice acting, the colors, the bright lights. So I do enjoy the anime version a lot more. But when you read this for the first time, I thought I was reading a Sasuke Retrieve arc or something to that effect, bro. It was, I said this when I first read it, it reminded me of an old school shonen arc. Like, you know, like if anyone's that's watched like old school Naruto, old school Bleach, even old school One Piece, it just like there's stakes to be had like in this series. Like, that's crazy how I just looked at this, but like, look at the art. Like, I think for me, I know a lot of people talk about Gege's art. I think Gege is a good artist, But I think his greatest art was definitely Shibuya Instant Art. I love the art in this part of the story. It's just so good to me. Where I'm trying to find the one with that. Good lord, my oh yeah, I'm dumb. Tried to find Choso versus Itadori, but that's fine. I could always think it later. But man, yeah, he cooked. I know the ending isn't the most popular, but I did like it. I like the ending in terms of it ending. Now, the content of some of the stuff in the ending, yeah, but we don't gotta get into that. That's a whole different video for a whole different day. Overall, I'm not one of those dudes that would be like, yo, because this joint ended mediocre or poorly, the whole series sucks. But what I would give JJK in this totality, quickie review of JJK from Shibuya to okay. I know Culling Games isn't as good as Shibuya Instant Art. Excuse me, but it damn sure is good. Give JJK a nice 8.5. Yeah, that's what I give JJK. Yeah, that's it. Now I have the entire Dragon Ball collection. Now, my desk. I have the entire Dragon Ball collection. Now, have I read this? No, I haven't read it. But my brother has, and from what he's been telling me, it's pretty good. I've never watched Dragon Ball, neither have I read it, as I just told you. But it can't be bad, you know. This man, Akira Toriyama, once again, rest in peace, a legend in the game. He definitely defined a whole literally what shonen is today is him. They define literally what shonen is in general. Power-ups, choreography, everything. But yeah, I can't really say too much about Dragon Ball. I haven't read it, so. As much as I would like to bring this next collection over, I can't. There's too many books. I have the entire collection version of AOT. My favorite anime of all time, of course. But yeah, I caught this around last year. I was like, you know what? I've never owned a copy of AOT, so let me own it. I read AOT. Fun fact about Kenby. Quick facts. This was the first manga I've read. Now, I did look at Naruto pages and I did look at Dragon Ball Z pages, but I don't count that as reading. I picked up AOT shortly after the anime ended, and I was like, wow, this stuff is amazing. And it was tough waiting the 4 years for the anime to come back, but boy, was it was a great read and it was worth the wait. Yeah, AOC ended around last year, November. So yeah, a week ago, really. And ended a year and a week ago. This manga ending is trash. It's basura. I did not, when I first read the manga ending, I was like, bro, am I still an AOT fan? But then I had to wait. For the anime. The anime probably did gaslight me. It had the music, it had the colors, it had the animation, it had the voice acting. So it was basically the same ending, but I probably got gaslit into liking it. We all got gaslit into believing that part of this show was definitely talking about love. But in a sense, when I rewatched it, I was like, okay, I can see how it could be shoehorned in. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite series. I do recommend you watch it rather than read it because the anime does such a good job. Hiroki Sawano is the GOAT of composition and music, up there with I'll just put him on the screen, the dude that did the Evangelion and does the Bleach stuff. I forget his name. But like, look at the pictures, man. I got some more. Look. This is like my second favorite one. Well, actually, because this is literally the season 3 poster for the dang, the arc. I forget the arc. The one with Historia, but it has an arc. I'll put it on screen because I forget. But the arc. Does I have it on here? It does not. But it has it. Yeah, it has some good art. What is your favorite arc of AOT? Mine, even though I know this is a longer segment than usual. I get this because this is my favorite. I gotta say season 3 part 2 is literally, I could watch season 3 part 2 over and over again. It's just too good. The peaks were peaking at that time. I still think season 4 is great too. So for me, it'll be season 3, season 4, season 1 and 2 could do a death match because it's a toss up. AOT is AOT. It's peak versus peak. But yeah, I believe that's all the shonen I have. To be honest, I don't know if this is a shonen. Gotcha Kuda. So you guys can flame me for not knowing if it is a shonen in the comments. But definitely, it was a good read. I didn't finish 1. My brother read 2 though, and he said it's pretty good. I think the good thing about this one is the art. The art is actually really sick, and I think the anime is coming out Lord's Will next year, and doing Studio Bones, but not My Hero Bones. I think it'll be the Mob Studio. So hopefully they cook. Yeah, like some of the art is it's just really good. It's just really good. So yeah, not much to say about it. It was, I only went through half of volume 1. Now, I did pick up Solo Leveling after the anime ended because I was like, this is sick. Really liked it. I do really miss, I know this isn't technically a video game, like manga or series. No, it's not a manga, it's a manhwa. But yeah, I kind of miss like having like video game type things inside of it, kind of like having health points, mana, skills, levels. You guys remember the era where like there was so many game animes? There was like Sword Art Online, Log Horizon, then Sword Art Online. there were more, but those are only 2 popular ones that I've noticed. Overlord is one. Now we got Shangri-La Frontier. So yeah, this was cool. I really did enjoy it. I think the the anime preview comes out in December as well. So my tickets have been bought. So I could get a review for you guys out there for the first 2 episodes. Okay, now onto the seinen series. Now, this is actually peak fiction. This man, Yukimura, is actually, he cooked. This one, I thought season 2 or the content of season 2 couldn't get any better. This how it went. This was my favorite. Then this was my favorite. I have yet to read this one, so I don't know if this one will top this one and 7, I think, or 8. So far, this thing is great. It's so good that because I read those 2, when I got to this, I bought 3 more, and the reason why I did is because I heard that the series is ending soon. So I bought 11. I bought wait, brain rot. I bought 11, 12, and 13. What can I say that hasn't already been said about this train? This series is great. I did hear like when season 2 was about to come out, because I was gonna read the manga. I think I read the first chapter. It was kind of like the intro to the farmland arc, and just introduced Ainer, and Omar the son. I think I got to the point where the family was trying to have Omar get with the girl so they could have his child or whatever. That whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'll just wait for the anime, because you know the anime is great. Philip's like, it's not the same series, it's not whatever. And I didn't. I was like, this is the same exact series. It's just Thor's being played out inside of Thorfinn. Thorfinn is going through what Thor's did. So overall, I really like the series. I like the themes of no violence, of essentially loving your neighbor, just how it talks about in the Bible. Non-violence. I think the funniest part, or not one of the funniest part, but one of the funniest parts is when Thorfinn is listening to Snake read was it Iron Fist, the farmland's boss's dad, and he's reading him the New Testament. I forgot what he was reading to him, and then Snake is like, yo, this part's kind of boring. Can we go back to the Old Testament? And he's talking about like how the Israelites would go like fight wars and stuff. I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. But yeah, this thing, Vinland Saga, is one of my favorite series. It's just too good, man. I love the themes. I love the art. Thorfinn, you always know in the anime at least, when the piano was about to come on, someone's about to drop some philosophical heat. But yeah, I could keep rambling on about Vinland Saga. Let's get to the next one. Another series that I think is really good, man. Vagabond. I've only read the first one. You'll see a trend with the seinen manga. I've only read the first one, but the content in the first one is so good, man. The way I got into Vagabond, of course I heard about Vagabond. Everyone's like, "Oh, did you read Vagabond?" I didn't read Vagabond. And it's also by the creator of Slam Dunk, the same creator. This is what I was gonna say before, but I had a brain fart. And I got the 3-in-1 edition. The 3-in-1 edition, the big one. So technically I have the deluxe. I'll get into the deluxe for the seinens or sonins, however you say it. Just because you could cram in a lot more content than just singular volumes. And because I do not have space. How I got into it. So I got into it because I was scrolling on a YouTube short, and it was a edit, and I was like, okay, it was an edit. I think it was like, what does it mean to be the strongest under the sun? And then it had like Duvet playing that song from Laid, the science girl thingy anime, and I was jamming, and then it had I think it was Matthew 6:25. I think so. Is that the one where it talks about the because even if the birds eat, how much so you, aren't you not better than a bird? That beauty. Oh yes, dang, I got it right. Yeah, it was Matthew 6:25. I'll throw it up on the screen. I was like, oh. And then I decided to read it, and I was like, wow, this is actually good. The themes. Now, I can't talk about too much. I just went into the first volume, but I do see Musashi kind of like, is that his name? I think it's Musashi. If I'm wrong, I'll just correct myself. But yeah, him changing his life from being a warrior to now I think the monk saved his life. So yeah, really good. And I think this is a L on my part. So look what I caught. Kingdom, right? I should be happy I have this. I'd be happy if I had it if I was Japanese. I bought the Japanese version on Amazon. Now, from what I understand, Kingdom does not have a English release or something like that. The only way to read Kingdom is online for some reason. And from what I can remember, every year Kingdom is on like top 10 best-selling manga. So I'm like, why does this thing not have like a dedicated English release? I got past these two. I read Kingdom online, but for me, I like reading, especially when I started collecting. I like reading the physical volumes. They're just, I like the art. I like the, even at the end when like they'll have like the editor's notes or whatever. I like the physical volumes a lot more. It always gets me like kind of like a little sad when I have to finally go on and actually read the digital versions. But yeah, I got to like chapter 50. I think it's like the first campaign. But yeah, if I could, I would be reading Kingdom, because this thing is lit, man. It's really good. Last but not least, if you thought AOT had, well, technically AOT had more, but AOT boxes. If you thought I couldn't bring AOT over, yeah, I got Berserk. I got up to 23. Yeah, all the way up to 23. This was the first manga of my collection. They on Amazon, they were doing like a set of 3, so I bought like 1, 2, and 3. And then that's when I found out how dark Berserk could get. Because my history with Berserk is I actually watched the movies when I was like 11. Yeah, I watched the movies pretty early. I was like, wow, this is not Goku flying through the sky. There's no Shadow Clone Jutsu here. There's just medieval metal guts and blood and everything. But there's story. There's a story behind all the madness. And I thought that was it. Like, I watched the 3 movies, watched the first one, watched the second one. Didn't watch the third one in succession. I think they came out a year apart from each other, but I didn't watch the last one until years later. And after that, like when Shunsui finally saw like the chapter black and like his mind turned upside down, that's like, that kind of happened to me that night. I was like, nah, this fella Griffith is evil. But yeah, I was like, okay, I guess that's it. And then I found out there was manga for it. Of course, remember I was talking about my first manga was AOT that I read, but I didn't get to read this until I was later. I wouldn't suggest anyone under the age of 18 really read Berserk. It gets really bad. And to my surprise, when I first started Berserk, it doesn't start off where the movies start. The movies actually start after an initial arc. So everything about the Golden Age is it's technically not current. It's mostly like a flashback to what happens at the end of the 3rd volume with Guts and the Count, and when we technically first get introduced to the God Hand in volume 3. I love this man's work. Rest in peace to Kentaro Miura, man. It was truly a GOAT. It's a shame that these joints aren't as popular. I know that they do tackle heavier themes, and because they have an age restriction, do not get out there. But I suggest you guys read it. I think my favorite arc in total is still the Golden Age. if you watch the Golden Age arc through the movies, I suggest you read it because there's so much. The characters get so much more depth. We get so much more time with them. Their motives and actually their dreams of what they want to do become more prominent. So when I'm not gonna spoil, but when things happen, it makes it more impactful. Yeah, Golden Age is just too good. I'm on the Conviction arc right now. The Fairy arc was good with the girl fairy apostle, but this thing is so good of how deep and how he makes you want to like the character so much. It gets crazy to the point where I actually cried reading one of these books when something happened. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was actually really devastating. That joint was that thing drove me to tears. But yeah, Berserk, my favorite manga. Vinland is a close second, but man, this truly is thing. I kind of stopped around volume 23 just because I started reading more manga and I had to balance everything. But yeah. Also, why I like Berserk, one of my main reasons of liking Berserk is the theme of the struggler, right? About Guts going through terrible things. Like literally terrible things. The fights that this man goes through is terrible. But it's the getting up and not allowing it to destroy you over and over again. Like Guts literally fighting demons, like demigods. But he's not allowing the presence of things physically stronger than him to crush him, right? And that speaks to me a lot. Even as a Christian, you don't let the world or anything take you off your footing with Christ, and you always stay strong with him. So that's another reason why I like this this manga so much. I'm a sucker for Never Give Up series. That's why I love Naruto, never giving up, staying strong. That's why I love AOT, fighting for what's right, good things like those. So, yeah, that's why it's one of my favorites. But I just ramble it. But yeah, that's it for my manga collection. What do you guys think? LW? Was it cool? Was it good? Was it bad? Let me know. This course is gonna keep growing. Gonna buy what I can, but also like to give glory to God for allowing me to have an opportunity to enjoy these things. Because at the end of the day, they are nothing. They're just books. But I'm glad that God has given me an opportunity to at least enjoy a medium that I like. So, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.